In the dark of night, mysterious whispers call out from beyond, and ancient Djinn twist fate into terror. Get ready for 3 chilling tales where wishes come at a deadly price and no one escapes unscathed. Brace yourself for horror like never before. In a small town at the edge of a great desert, there lived a man named Karim. One day, while walking through a dusty market, he discovered a strange old lamp. It was worn and covered in old symbols. The lamp seemed to call out to him, and Karim, full of curiosity, took it home. He did not know that the lamp held a dark secret, a powerful Djinn with a bitter past. Karim rubbed the lamp one quiet evening, and suddenly the Djinn appeared in a swirl of smoke. The Djinn's eyes were cold, and his voice was deep and harsh. He told Karim that he would grant him 3 wishes, but the Djinn made no promise of kindness. He warned Karim in a tone that was both calm and cruel. Be careful with what you ask for. Still, Karim's heart raced with hope, and he wished for riches. In an instant, gold and jewels filled his small home. Yet the treasure brought only sorrow. Karim soon found that the wealth was cursed. His neighbors grew jealous and fearful. Friends turned away, and every coin reminded him of the Djinn's empty promise. Karim tried to hide his riches, but the curse spread like a dark shadow over his life. After a few days, Karim decided to make his second wish. He wished for love, a friend who would care for him and share his fortune. The Djinn's smile was thin and grim as he granted this wish. Soon, a stranger arrived at Karim's door. At first, the stranger offered kind words and gentle help. But as days passed, the friend grew cold and distant. The stranger began to take advantage of Karim's wealth. His heart grew heavy with betrayal, and the riches that once shone bright now seemed like chains that bound him to misery. Desperate to escape his pain, Karim used his final wish. In his trembling voice, he wished for a way out of his suffering. The Djinn's eyes glowed with a wicked light as he granted the wish. Instead of freedom, Karim found himself trapped in his own home. Walls closed in, and the doors would not open. The cursed lamp lay on a table, a constant reminder of his doomed choices. Karim's life, once full of hope and simple joys, was now a prison of regret and fear. In the days that followed, Karim wandered his home in despair. The gold and jewels no longer brought happiness, but only served as painful memories of wishes gone wrong. The Djinn vanished into the shadows, leaving Karim to face the curse alone. His story spread throughout the town as a warning of what happens when one dares to bargain with a Djinn. And so the cursed lamp remained, a silent relic of a wish that promised riches, love, and escape, but delivered only endless sorrow. In a quiet village surrounded by tall, ancient trees, there was a young woman named Layla. Layla was known for her gentle heart and kind smile, yet her life was touched by loneliness. One evening, while walking near the edge of the forest, Layla stumbled upon an old, forgotten book in a crumbling shrine. The book was bound in leather and bore strange symbols. Inside, she found a spell to summon a Djinn. Though she felt a shiver of fear, her heart longed for companionship, and she read the words aloud. Almost immediately, the air thickened, and a Djinn appeared before her. His form was tall and dark, and his eyes glimmered with an otherworldly light. The Djinn promised to grant Layla one wish. He spoke in a low, steady tone. Choose wisely, for every wish carries its own price. Layla, longing for a friend who truly understood her, wished for someone to love her and be by her side. The Djinn nodded slowly and vanished into a mist of shadow. The next day, a man named Samir came to the village. He was charming and kind at first, and Layla found in him the friend she had so desperately wanted. They spent many days together, talking and laughing. Yet, as time passed, Layla began to see a darker side of Samir. His smiles turned into cold stares, and his once gentle words grew sharp and unkind. Layla soon discovered that Samir was not a man at all, but a shadow of the Djinn's making. He was a being with no real soul, a silent whisper that haunted her every step. The more Layla tried to reach out to him, the more distant he became. His presence began to drain the light from her days and cast long shadows over her nights. Realizing that her wish had come with a heavy cost, Layla pleaded for the Djinn to take Samir away, but the Djinn simply smiled and said nothing. The village fell into a gloom as the strange man lingered, turning every kind word and gentle touch into reminders of loss. Layla's heart broke with each passing day, and the companionship she had yearned for turned into a constant torment. In the end, Layla was left alone in a world where love had turned into a curse. The Djinn had granted her wish, but the price was the loss of true warmth and the gift of genuine affection. Her days were filled with a quiet sorrow, and her nights with the echo of a silent whisper, a curse that reminded her that even the deepest desire can leave a bitter aftertaste. In a bustling town by a wide river, a young boy named Amir dreamed of adventure. His heart was full of wild hopes, yet his life was marked by hardship. One day, while exploring a forgotten alley behind his home, Amir found a small, ornate box. The box was covered in intricate carvings and mysterious runes. Curiosity drove him to open it, and from within, a Djinn emerged in a swirl of dark smoke. The Djinn's eyes shone with an eerie light as he declared, "I will grant you one wish, but be warned. Every wish bears its own curse." Amir, filled with excitement and longing for a better life, wished to be the greatest adventurer, to travel the world and be free of his troubles. The Djinn nodded slowly, and in that moment Amir's life changed. He was whisked away to far-off lands filled with wonders and dangers alike. At first, he marveled at the beauty of distant cities and the mysteries of ancient ruins. However, the thrill of adventure soon gave way to hardship. Amir found himself alone in a world that was both vast and cruel. The challenges he faced were harsher than he had ever imagined. He battled treacherous storms, harsh deserts, and cold, unforgiving mountains. Every step he took was burdened with the weight of loneliness and regret. The promise of adventure that once seemed so bright now turned dark and empty. Amir learned that freedom did not come without cost. His wish had taken him far from the safety and love he had known. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Amir's heart grew heavy with sorrow as he wandered endlessly, his dreams of glory shattered by the relentless hardships of the road. He missed his home and the warmth of family, yet there was no way back. The Djinn's words echoed in his mind, a constant reminder that wishes have a price. In his darkest moments, Amir realized that his wish had led him to a lonely and bitter fate. The vast world offered no refuge, and his adventures only deepened his pain. There were no heroes in his journey, only endless wandering and despair. The Djinn's magic had granted him freedom, but it also stripped away the simple joys of life, leaving him with an empty heart and a shattered dream. Amir's story became one of regret and sorrow, a tale of a wish that promised adventure but delivered only isolation. His fate remained uncertain, his journey an endless search for something he could never regain. The Djinn's curse had taken hold, and the boy's wild dreams faded into a cold, empty reality. As the night gives way to endless shadows, these three tales of Djinn leave us with a haunting reminder. Some wishes never bring the joy we seek, only darkness and despair. Thank you for journeying into this world of cursed bargains and lost hope. Remember, in every whispered wish, there may be a price too high to pay. Stay wary, for the Djinn's magic is as unforgiving as it is mysterious.